fighters on this UFC roster, top to bottom, to have never realized a piece of UFC gold. Former Ultimate Fighter winner Kelvin Gastelum, and some of you like to say embrace the grind. He has absolutely embraced it. He's embraced the sprints. Seems to have this champion's mentality, and he'll try to parlay that into another big win here tonight.
And he's going to need that mentality in order to build himself back to where he wants to be. But couple that mentality with the skill that Kelvin Gastelum possesses. He's a fantastic boxer. For a short guy, he does a really good job with his kicks. He's just a full-on mixed martial artist, a young man that has developed that fighting style from the very start. Truly, truly phenomenal fighter, a great ambassador for the sport. Kelvin Gastelum has it all.
And maybe his best skill is something you can't quantify, his heart.
He's got so much heart. He's got so much heart.
All right, so here he is, Jorge Gamebred Masvidal, turned pro in mixed martial arts back in 2003. More than 45 pro MMA fights to his credit. Seems to have finally found the division in which he belongs and trying to make a run here to welterweight title contention.
At welterweight, he has a speed advantage. He also can still defend takedowns very, very effectively. You want to fight? Get an octagon. Get a boxing ring. Let's go in someone's backyard.
Yeah.
It does not matter. Just tell Jorge Masvidal where it's at. He'll be there. This is a fighter's fighter, and he's always looking for a good scrap.
And that's why when Leon Edwards confronted him backstage, had to give him the three-piece in the soda, right?
He got him with a biscuit. He got him with the biscuit.
Our tail of the tape for this highly anticipated welterweight fight. Masvidal is 7 years his senior. He will have a 3-inch reach advantage. Let's get it started. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC welterweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a wrestler holding a professional record of 17 wins, 8 losses, and 1 no contest. He stands 5 feet 9 inches tall, weighing in at 170 pounds. Fighting out of Yuma, Arizona, USA, Kelvin Gastelum. You ready?
All right, so here we go with round 1, and when you have what looks like a classic matchup of striker versus grappler, it doesn't always play out that way, but given what these fighters said to us on Thursday, the game plans seem pretty clear.
They're very clear game plans, but which one of them is able to implement the game plan most effectively? The grappler will try to get forward, get close, try to secure takedowns. He's even willing to pull guard to make sure that he is in the grappling situations. The striker needs to stay at space. The striker needs to maintain distance and fight behind that beautiful jab he possesses.
Well, that kick is good by Jorge Gamebred Masvidal. All right, he closes the distance, gets the single collar tie. Nice double leg takedown attempt there, and you got to think that's something that's going to give him confidence moving forward in this fight.
A lot of confidence.
All right, so he postures up here and now figures to rain down some ground strikes.
Yeah, the ground and pound will be aplenty from this position.
Nice hammer fist. All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent. You got to be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy. Oh, reversal here, DC.
What a way to switch the position. Fantastic movement by the bottom fighter.
All right, he's very comfortable fighting off his back, DC. Now looks like he's trying to hip escape.
Yeah, he's trying to hip escape or maybe look for a Kimura here.
All right, so good ground and pound by him here. Certainly staying busy, and not just busy, but effective.
You can just throw punches to keep the referee off you. This guy is throwing punches to be effective, to throw damaging strikes. He's doing a fantastic job.
26 total strikes have now landed for Jorge Masvidal.
Punch over the top.
Well, for years, Tyron Woodley has said Jorge Masvidal is the best boxer on this UFC roster. Certainly showed you the hands there.
I mean, he's showing.
He's gonna try to take him down. There you go.
Oh, slams his opponent to the ground. Gastelum's got him in a crucifix. Gonna work from the top now. Well, there are few things more fun to watch in mixed martial arts than these type of transitions and scrambles on the ground.
High-level grappling can really be entertaining.
Oh, big combination of ground and pound strikes here, DC. This could be the beginning of the end.
I mean, you got to be very careful when you take these big ground and pound strikes. You need a controlled posture on the bottom, and if you're the top guy, the guy that's looking to finish,
He's gonna attack armbar here. Oh man, that was slick.
Both fighters get up now.
that one's not good. Nice strike.
Oh, and he got tagged by that combination. His coach said on Thursday to us, it has to be punches and bunches. It has to be volume. And his student has certainly followed up on that apparently.
So much volume, but the accuracy of this fighter is truly unbelievable.
While we look back at some of the replays from that previous round, DC, a lot of good action for fight fans over those 5 minutes.
I mean, high pace, high intensity, all action first round, both landed multiple strikes. What a great round of fighting.
Okay, round 2, you ready? You ready? Let's go fight, guys.
Big head kick lands.
Oh, that's a good strike there by Gastelum. And he landed the right hand there. Effective jab there by Gastelum. Educated jab there by Jorge Gamebred Masvidal.
But not even just a jab, right? You watch Masvidal throw that jab. His backhand is always perfectly in place. Nothing is wasted. He's not loading up on his strikes. He's just letting it flow. Jorge Masvidal is a very educated boxer, and it's showing in his performance tonight.
Uppercut attempt does not get to the target. Nice job defensively there by Jorge Gamebred Masvidal.
Big double leg never changed.
All right, he's trying to control posture here. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom.
All right, working inside the closed guard now. Pretty good ground and pound by him here. He told us on Thursday. Masvidal.
Watch guillotine.
Oh, nice job piecing this. Nicely done. All right, so you got to be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long. Crazy accuracy and efficiency with these ground and pound strikes here. And if you're the opponent, you got to intelligently defend or the referee's going to stop it.
You got to defend, but you can see him now starting to gain posture and the intensity at which he's throwing these ground strikes is starting to improve. It's starting to elevate because he knows that he can get the finish.
So 63 total strikes already have landed for Kelvin Gastelum. Well, and essentially landing 2 out of every 3 strike attempts, 66% the accuracy rate against Jorge Masvidal. So a much different approach for him here in this second round. He was a little bit tentative in round 1, a little bit of a feeling out process. Now he has clearly found his rhythm, found the range. We'll see if he can continue with more activity here in round 2. Big right hook coming, it's blocked.
Great timing on that beautiful takedown.
Oh, he postured up there, gained some valuable separation.
And now the ground and pound starts.
Well, not ideal to spend this much time on the bottom, but you can't fault him for his activity. Landing strikes here from the bottom. Nice work by Gamebred. A lot of top pressure being applied here as he works out of side control. Now he's able to isolate that left arm.
Look for him to step over the top of the head.
Oh, and there's the horn at the end of the round. How about this fight, folks? You see, he was nearly caught in a submission there right at the end of the round. Saved by the bell. So back to the stool. Mentally probably not in a great place here. We'll see if he can recover and get himself back into this fight. All right, now we take a look back at some of the action in that previous round, DC. A lot to like on both sides, really.
I mean, both were intent on going forward. And what happens when nobody wants to take a step back? They meet in the middle. That's exactly what they did, and they both found success over the course of that round.
Last round, guys. You ready? You ready?
Here we go. Now 5 minutes remain in the fight. Punches in bunches, and he hasn't really shown any signs of slowing down here tonight. I'm not sure how much more his opponent can take. Gastelum's lower jaw now starting to show signs of strength. Efficient with that jab, doubles up on it now. Good series of strikes by him there.
Great job of mixing it up, staying active, keeping busy, doing great work. Ooh, what a punch. There's no tell on that leg kick.
Lands flush with that right hand. Single collar tie now. Blocks that strike.
Ooh-wee, what a right hand by this young man.
Stuffs the takedown there. How good is his takedown defense?
Look at the whip action that comes from him throwing that kick.
Masvidal in a real flow here, sticking and moving. Crowd is like just reacting every time he moves.
Masvidal now has the crowd eating out of his hands. The one thing about Jorge that makes him so difficult to deal with is he never allows you to trap him. When you think you got him trapped to try to hit the forward takedown, he evades and escapes. He's a phenomenal fighter. Oh, nice jab.
Well, pretty good effort so far, DC. 87 total strikes have landed for Kelvin Gastelum. And unofficially landing at a 69% clip, at least to this point in the fight, against Jorge Masvidal. Misses with the right hand. Under 2 minutes to go in our third and final round. Trying to establish that jab. Got the single collar tie. Well, this is exactly the sense of urgency you're looking for. Try to take the judges out of it. He is lighting them up now.
Nice movement punch.
Well, this one is coming down to the wire. This has been so action-packed. I'm going to stand up and call the rest of this fight. I hope nobody is behind me. This has been insane.
I mean, it's unbelievable that we've still been sitting the whole time. Multiple times, you want to jump out of your seat because these guys are putting on such a fantastic fight.
Splits the guard, lands the right hand. This fight's going to be over, DC.
What a great way of mixing up his attack. He didn't stay the course. He mixed it up. He went high when his opponent thought he was going low. And now he's got him hurt very badly.
They continue to exchange.
Good punch.
And now he lands a combination. What a fight. All right, so a close competitive fight throughout. It goes the distance. Maybe a slight striking edge on one side, and perhaps that'll be enough for him to get the knee.
I mean, he's got to hope, right? He's got to hope that what he did, those exchanges where he came out in front, was enough to earn him the victory. This is a very, very close fight, and I'm interested to see who gets the decision.
The official decision is now in. It resides with Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. Judge 1 scores this contest 29-28, Gastelum. Judge 2 scores it 9-28, Masvidal. And Judge 3 scores it 9-28 for the winner by split decision, Jorge Masvidal.
All right, so the judges have rendered their decision, and 2 of the 3 of them had it for him. So he gets it done by split decision tonight. You've been involved in some of those. Nothing easy standing there waiting for the judges to render this.
John, it is the worst feeling in the world, not knowing if you did enough, right? Or not knowing what the judges were watching. So I know exactly what these guys are feeling as they walk to the center. You got your fingers crossed, you got your toes crossed, you got everything crossed, hoping that 2 judges saw it your way.
It is a welterweight matchup between Jorge Masvidal and Stephen Thompson. All right, so here's the pride of Simpsonville, South Carolina, Stephen Wonderboy Thompson. Twice he has challenged for UFC gold. Prevailing wisdom is if he can win this fight here tonight, he'll be back on that short list of contenders.
You look at Stephen Thompson and you almost feel like you'll see him at a church choir more than you'll see him in the octagon. He looks so innocent. But when you're in there, you are in there with an absolute killer. Stephen Thompson has an ability to slide out of range as you enter and counter you. Really, really quick. He counters like a viper. He's so fast with his counterattacks. That right hand is unbelievable, and he fights in that traditional karate stance, which makes it difficult to try and piece the puzzle together when you're in front of the Wonder Boy.
And of course, the last man to beat Robert Whittaker, I submit to you, Stephen Wonderboy Thompson, back at UFC 170, one of the bigger knockouts of his career in 2014. All right, so here he is, Jorge Gamebred Masvidal, turned pro in mixed martial arts back in 2003. More than 45 pro MMA fights to his credit. Seems to have finally found the division in which he belongs and trying to make a run here to welterweight title contention.
At welterweight, he has a speed advantage. He also can still defend takedowns very, very effectively. You want to fight? Get an octagon. Get a boxing ring. Let's go in someone's backyard.
Yeah.
It does not matter. Just tell Jorge Masvidal where it's at. He'll be there. This is a fighter's fighter, and he's always looking for a good scrap.
And that's why when Leon Edwards confronted him backstage, had to give him the 3-piece in the soda, right?
He got him with a biscuit. He got him with the biscuit.
Our tale of the tape for this highly anticipated welterweight fight. Thompson is 2 years the elder. The rest is roughly identical. Let's get it started. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC welterweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a karate fighter, holding a professional record of 16 wins, 6 losses, and 1 draw. He stands 6 feet tall, weighing in at 170 pounds. Fighting out of Simpsonville, South Carolina, Stephen Wonderboy Thompson! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a boxer holding a professional record of 35 wins, 15 losses. He stands 5 feet 11 inches tall, weighing in at 170 pounds. Fighting out of Miami, Florida, Jorge Gamebred Masvidal. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Herb Dean.
All right, Herb Dean, third man in the octagon for this one.
Ready.
All right, so we got 2 classically trained strikers here. Any chance this fight actually goes to the ground?
This fight does not go to the ground. This one will be fought in the pocket. 2 guys will stand in front of each other. They will trade punches. They will trade kicks. It's going to be a classic matchup that you normally see inside of a ring. We get it in the octagon tonight.
Ball left hook to the head, it's blocked. Wonderboy gets caught with that punch. He'd be wise to get those hands up.
Wow.
Well, perhaps a sign of things to come as he lands a kick there.
Nice kick landed by the jump.
Continues to mix it up, going to the head, mixing in some body shots.
Look at him drive his shin into his opponent's body with that body kick.
Oh, Masvidal in a real flow here, sticking and moving. Crowd is like just reacting every time he moves.
Masvidal now has the crowd eating out of his hands. The one thing about Jorge that makes him so difficult to deal with is he...
Oh, beautiful guard. Now his opponent's really on the ropes.
His opponent's on beat street. He's hurt so bad. I don't know what he's going to do to stay in this fight.
So just over 20 total strikes have found the mark for Jorge Gamebred Masvidal. Combination lands, and it seemed like almost every strike found the target there.
He's so accurate when he decides to attack. It is a sight to behold.
Just missed with the left there.
That knee hurt him.
Big elbow there, lands.
He ate that kick. He took that whole kick, yep.
All right, so another swing and a miss, and I'd imagine if your gas tank is this low, you got to find times to try to preserve that energy. So let me see.
You don't really stand after you take a head kick like this. That is such toughness to even be on his feet right now. Nice.
Oh, he left his head wide open to absorb that straight hand. He has shown a vulnerability here by leaning in right into his opponent's range.
Look at the whip action that comes from him throwing that kick.
Ooh. Knee to the body. Both guys landing big shots.
Nice high kick.
Whoa! He's out!
He's done, he's done.
Just an absolutely gorgeous shot to spell the end for his opponent. Crowd is absolutely loving it. He gets the near-perfect land. I'm not even sure his opponent saw it coming, but just the way he drew it up here tonight, saw that little crack of an opening and barged right through it to get the knockout. All right, DC, no telestrator tonight, but we're going to get you some highlights from this one. This was a fight that had it all, and for my money, his best performance to date.
His best performance to date in the biggest moment. In the biggest moments, you got to show up, and that's exactly what he did tonight. He used every bit of his skill to get the job done.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean is going to stop this contest at 4 minutes, 16 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by knockout, Stephen Wonderboy Thompson.
Well, we congratulate him on a huge knockout here tonight. He'll probably keep